Aries, welcome to your reading. I hope this message finds you while you're in good health and good wealth. Hope you're doing something that you love today, tonight, this afternoon, whenever this message finds you, simply because you deserve to. Aries, thank you for all the likes, comments, subscribes, donations to my channel. They truly mean the world to me. If you want a private reading, more information about that will be in my About tab on my page. And if you would like to follow me on Instagram, which I recommend you do just because the link will be in the description below. On the split, we're going to get you some angel numbers and messages to start off. On the split, I am expressive and I am balanced. I feel like Spirit's trying to remind you, Aries, that you're entering a time period, or you are in a time period currently, that you are comfortable, or you are able to express yourself unapologetically, right? You have balanced your energies, removed the negative, walked towards the positive, right? You have purged and purified certain energies that were holding you back from being expressive, from being bold, from being yourself. Spirit wants to remind you that you are in a environment, or you are entering a time period where this expressiveness, this truth, this authenticity is more than available to you because you've balanced your being and your energies. I am balanced 222. Trust that the seeds of your thoughts are growing as you are nourishing them with words, feelings, and actions. And I am expressive. Your mind is wide open, and you are tolerant and compassionate toward all ways of life. You value freedom of expression and want to improve the conditions of people, whether in your community, country, or the world at large. So a lot of you Aries could feel as though you have a purpose that is beyond yourself, you know? It's not even necessarily about you being silenced or your light being dimmed in the past. It's more so about you walking into your purpose and your power, feeling confident enough to walk that path, to walk the path of your purpose and express that unapologetically. Let's see what Spirit has for you. Spirit, what do you want to remind Aries of? 77, I am brave. Number 4, I am stable. Some of your birthdays could be on April 4th. Some of your birthdays could be on April 14th. Some of your birthdays could be on April 5th. Last two, we have 31. Some of your birthdays could be tomorrow, March 31st. Some of your birthdays could be on April 2nd. But this says I am disciplined and I am diplomatic, so your approach to life is an effective mix of both practicality and imagination. Your mind is stirring with creative ideas, and you have the organizational skills to manifest them to life. I feel like Spirit is urging you, or trying to remind you in some way, shape, or form about how skilled you really are and how you actually do have what it takes to achieve what it is you're trying to achieve, right? Just on an individual level, on a soul path type of level. We also have number 2, I'm diplomatic. You have great talent for finding solutions. Your intuitive and unbiased nature allow you to see all sides of any situation and advise others towards the most fair and beneficial outcome. So I feel like some of you could be of great help to some friends and family in your life. Like when people come to you for advice, you just kind of know what to say, or they feel like they can come to you for advice because in the past you've shown them that your advice is worth listening to. You know what I mean? On the split, 3 of Pentacles in reverse and the High Priestess. We're getting into your reading now, or your spread. So I feel like intuitively you are pulling away from a certain group of people or a certain project, a certain environment. There's someone around you or an energy around you that you do not feel is reliable in regards to helping you build what you want to build, or if it's a relationship, you don't feel they're reliable in the sense that you investing your energy into them is going to be of any worth to you. You know, I do see you intuitively knowing this. So you could be a part of this, but like knowing you need to pull away or walk away, but you're just not there yet. Or you haven't expressed it externally yet. It's like you're a part of something that you see no prosperity in, or you see no point in continuing to try to build with it, but you're keeping it to yourself. You're not, like, you know that that's how you feel, but you're not taking the action that is necessary to walk away from it, even though you don't see prosperity in it. Queen of Wands under this, Emperor in reverse under this. It almost gives me the energy, Aries, I'll just be honest with you, of like, almost of like playing nice, you know? It's like what's under this? Ten of Swords, you know something's done. The Tower, you know something's done, Aries. Okay, so yeah, it's given the energy of like you're putting yourself in an environment where you know there's not really any real, there's no further connection or no desire to further be connected due to certain pains. Under this, Eight of Swords, geez, Page of Cups in reverse. I almost want to keep going, but you know something's done. You know that you're done with something. You know something's falling away, or on an emotional level, it has fallen away due to certain things that have been said and done, certain lessons that have been learned. Emotionally, right? Eight of Cups, Page of Cups in reverse. You're not offering yourself to this or this situation in an authentic way because you don't feel it'll benefit you anymore. There's been too many boundaries crossed, this is like a very egotistical type of dynamic, right? There's these people that you're trying to build with, or this person that you know is not worth your time because the way that they're approaching the relationship is from a very self-serving type of energy. They're not in it for you. They're not in it for anything other than themselves or whatever reward they will get from it, you know? They're thinking about themselves, and I feel like that's why you don't trust their energy or trust to move forward with their energy. And with the Ten of Swords and the Tower, something's falling away, but you have to let it fall away. You have to walk away. But to see the High Priestess on the split tells me that you know this, but you're struggling to do it. And some Aries out there have walked away, but that just means with the High Priestess energy, you're thinking about it, you know? It's on your mind a lot, this situation. For Aries, I heard flip the deck. Okay, shuffle. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah. Bottom of the deck, Two of Swords in reverse, Ace of Swords in reverse, and the stars, Seven of Swords. A lot of swords. Could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, maybe a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio with the Ace of Cups, specifically a Cancer, maybe a Leo, or a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, specifically a Capricorn. Doesn't really... Maybe an Aquarius, though, for sure, with the star and the Seven of Swords. But Virgo, Aries, Virgo, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Makes sense. Aries, there's a cycle that has ended. It's in regards to someone or something that once made you really happy, but it has ended, you know? And I feel like energetically, that cycle is not closed yet. And I don't really know if it's your energy or if it's theirs. I'll pull some cards on it. But someone is still holding on on an emotional level. Someone has not processed fully what this situation was, or somebody has not let go of what this situation was, you know, and it has ended. Clarifying the world in reverse, we have the Three of Cups. So there was a lot of, like I said, this brought you a lot of joy. This was something from your past that it made you feel complete or whole in some way, shape, or form. So it could be your energy holding on, again with the Cancer energy. But I really do see this as somebody that, like, the reason this connection has ended and it hasn't ended properly is because somebody involved another energy. There could have been some type of cheating or something. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. I do see this as you walking away from it because the intention or the the cause of the ending was a disservice to you, or like an injustice to you. You know, this was something that you wanted to work, but it didn't work because other energies were involved that did not need to be involved, Aries. You know, you were not going to invest your energy into something where you were not the main focus, right? If we're talking about like a one-on-one type of relationship, if there's another person in it and that's not mutually agreed upon, you're not, the Aries I'm talking to is not going to invest themselves into something that they're not signing off on, you know? And so I see a lot of Aries just kind of taking this new beginning with the past not in mind. Six of Cups reverse and the Ace of Cups. You're like walking into something very, very new, very abundant, very emotionally fulfilling. And with the Two of Cups and Five of Swords in reverse, this new connection does not bring the conflict that you were dealing with in the old, whatever that was. That was very unsettling. But this new connection it has a lot of peace. There's a lot of peacefulness. There's a lot of understanding. And I feel like you see this person, or you will, right? You're coming into this period, if you're not there yet, you will see this person as somebody that is worth making a decision for, with the Two of Swords in reverse. Ace of Swords in reverse, Star. It's like you had to rid yourself of some type of lower vibrational deceptive energy to walk into this wish fulfillment, but this person's going to help you heal. That's not going to be your intention walking into it, but through communicating with them and learning about them and them, you know, reciprocating that energy, it's going to help you heal. This is a wish fulfillment that you were not expecting or looking for, and it lacks the conflict or extra energies that the past was having for you. And I feel like the reason you're able to actually walk into this time period is because you're not stuck even on, like, you're not stuck on these memories of the past. Some areas out there, you're still in the midst of dealing with it, or you're freshly out of something. So you're going to be, it's natural to, like, you know, think of what just happened or what played out or how you were wrong. But for other areas out there, you're far, you know, you've moved beyond that situation. You focused on yourself, allowed yourself to open up to love again. And then when you do find this love, not only is it going to be worth your time, right? Not only is it going to be somebody that is actually being real and honest with you, but it's also going to be somebody that makes you feel very happy and allows you to let your guard down, right? This is somebody that you're not going to have to fight for because they want you just as much as you want them. This also could be somebody that has somebody that's already somewhat established, you know, that they're not battling, they're not putting you in competition. They're not battling their own personal demons. You know, this is somebody that they've had problems in the past, but they've also dealt with those problems, right? The same way that you have had to in order to enter this new chapter. This is somebody that can meet you on your level, a potential soulmate, but they can meet you on your level because they did the work, right? The King of Pentacles does not become the King of Pentacles. And I'm not saying this is a man or a woman. This is an energy. The King of Pentacles does not become the King of Pentacles just for being born. You know, the King of Pentacles has to work to become that. And this tells me with the Strength in reverse, they're not in an energy of fighting against themselves, you know. They're not struggling to understand what they want and what they don't want, or who they are, or, you know, how to carry themselves. This person, the reason that the energy between this relationship and who they are is happiness is because they've done the work. So I feel like a lot of Aries, whether you're looking for love or not, this is something. It doesn't have to be love. This could be just a friend that really has your back and is very stable within themselves and can help you in some way, shape, or form in regards to letting your guard down again. But for other Aries out there that are looking for love, this looks like a very stable connection, something that it has no trace of whatever your past was. Because I feel like in the past, there's a reason you stopped working with that energy. Yeah, because someone's unloyalty, Knight of Wands and Six of Cups in reverse. Somebody was like allowing their personal desires to ruin the connection that you had with them emotionally, you know? Because I feel like you have a lot of history with this past person as well. But I also feel like they just wronged you in a way that forced you to take a new beginning. Queen of Pentacles, Five of Swords in reverse. I'm telling you, King of Pentacles right here. This person, they're going to be a match for you energetically. I feel like you guys are going to be on the same page in regards to what it is you want out of life. And you guys are going to connect emotionally on a very deep level. Death in reverse. See, this person's going to make you feel like you don't need to change. It's okay to be who you are, with all of the scars and like battle scars, emotional scars. This person is going to make you feel happy and complete and whole, and not make you feel like you have to change to satisfy them. Or like, they're not going to want to change you. They're going to want you for you. You know what I mean? They're going to want you in your vulnerable state, just because that's what feels good to them. That's blissful to them. And I feel like this fact alone is going to make you feel comfortable enough to be yourself with this person. Because, you know, sometimes you meet somebody, Five of Wands, Strength in reverse. Because, you know, sometimes when we meet somebody, especially if we really like them or we're interested, we'll try to figure out what they like, and then like try to see if we like the same things, and like maybe try to make those like fit. But like, this person's not even going to want you to do anything like that. This person's just going to accept you for you. So I feel like your honesty, your authenticity is going to be your key to this person's heart. And with the Five of Wands and the Strength in reverse, I feel like this person is very, one more. Yeah, with Judgment in reverse on the bottom as well, with the Three of Wands, Five of Wands, Strength in reverse. I feel like this person is trying to hold back their, like, if you've already met this person, I feel like this person might be a bit hesitant to go too fast, or like take things too fastly, you know? I feel like this person sees a genuine future with you, and I feel like internally they're trying to control themselves because they don't want to rush things. But at the same time, I feel like this person might really value their stability, what they have built for themselves, and so they're trying to make sure that you're not going to cause any problems if you two like decide to move forward. They want to make sure that what they seen or what they felt when they met you is what is going to be something that can like exist in their life, which is actually really good because it tells me this person's thinking about the future, right? This person's not lost in the present and lost in their own desires, you know? They're really thinking about the long run, which tells me this person is somebody that is going to be reliable. I just feel like they're in their head a lot in regards when it comes to you, because one, you make them feel something that they have not felt in a long time. You make them feel I don't want to say anxious. I also don't want to say butterflies. I want to say you make them feel like uncertain about themselves. And this person has been a very certain person. They've been very sure about what's happening in their life and how it's going to play out for a long time. And then you popped up, and then they kind of started to have to release control, or wanted to release control, you know? Like, you made them want to change how their vision or how they envision their life going. And so that can be very conflicting to them, but they're just trying to make sure that your energy is safe to interact with. So I feel this person's very stable for you, and it's going to be some type of soulmate connection with the Two of Cups. And if it's not love, then it's going to be somebody that you can really build with, or you can feel seen, understood, and heard by, right? On a friendship level or on a financial level with the Sun and the King of Pentacles, like maybe a business partner and the Queen of Pentacles. Advice. Eight of Cups in reverse. Star in reverse. Ace of Swords. Nine of Wands. For those of you Aries out there that are still trying to walk away from something that you've already lost faith in, and you know it's time to cut it off and it's time to walk away, stop wasting your own time. That's my advice. Stop wasting your own time. Look, Lovers in reverse. And the Nine of Wands. Like, you fought for this as long as you could. They wanted to put you in this third party energy, or they wanted to put you in a cycle where they were not showing up doing the work, right? As happy as they might have made you with a Three of Cups, they weren't doing the work. They were not showing up. This has ended. Just because they don't want it to end, because they want to have you and someone else, or you and whatever they want, right? Just because they want what they want does not mean that that's fair to you. So if it's not fair to you, you need to walk away, and you need to shut the door, and you need to throw away the key. You've lost faith in that. So your advice is to trust your feelings, trust your emotions. If you don't feel it's a part of your divine path, if you don't feel you can grow with this person, if you don't feel like they're worth your time building with and growing with, then cut them off, right? You know the truth within you. You have all the answers within you. But you just have to stand on those. You have to trust yourself, trust those feelings, trust that intuition, because it's leading you to someone or something that is going to be of great benefit to you, right? Magician on the bottom, Three of Swords, Ten of Cups reversed. You know what has ended. Three of Pentacles, right? Whoever you were trying to build with, talked about it at the start. Might have had a family with this person, might have been married. But the heartbreak, really, all it's doing is leading you back into your energy, your confidence, and your power. And that's what this new person is seeing within you. They're seeing that Aries, the Aries that's capable and able of being an alchemist, a manifester, somebody that has they know themselves, right? You know yourself enough to where you can create the life you want. You're showing up with the Queen of Pentacles. You're showing up with Two of Cups, Five of Swords in reverse. Like, this person's not bringing conflict into your life, and you're in a peaceful energy as well. Could be dealing with a Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, maybe Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Maybe another Aries. But yeah. Advice from Spirit. Courage, confidence in the reverse. You got to believe in yourself. Believe in your capability and ability to move on, let go, and embrace the new. Divine intervention. Spirit is carrying you through your difficult times. Trust in this higher power. Card number 2. Some of your birthdays could be on April 2nd. With patience. The angels are urging you to be more patient with yourself and others. Card number 28. Some of your birthdays could have been March 28th. And positive thoughts. One more. Healing. Oh, dreams on the bottom. The angels are advising you to focus on solutions instead of problems. Yeah, absolutely. Shift that perspective, because it's going to help you shift your direction or your intention, right? If you're focused on all the negative, if you're focused on all the issues in your life, how are you ever really going to focus on what's next or what's beyond? You're always going to be focused on the issue. And if it's this person that was causing you issues and you're still focused on that, focus on it enough to get out of it or remove yourself. Allow the divine intervention to take place in your life. Be patient with yourself in the process, but don't spend most of your time focusing on what hurt you or what has once broken you or created negativity in your life, because when you focus on negativity, you attract more negativity. When you focus on more positivity and healing, that's exactly what you attract as well. Healing. Archangel Raphael is advising you, assisting you in healing your mind, body, and spirit. I feel like you're going to meet this new person as a new version of you. And I think that is going to be, it's not necessarily a new version of you. It's the you that you're coming back to, the you that you're finding again after being in a period of struggle or difficult times for so long. And I think that's what's so attractive to this person about you, that you seem confident in yourself, your ability. You're not bringing that pain with you into the future, you know. There's a healed Aries out there. Last card, we have joy. You are being guided to do more things that make you happy. So just connect with that joy. April 13th could be some of your birthdays. April 6th, maybe April 11th. But just focus on the positivity. Focus on the things that you have done, the things that you have achieved and accomplished and conquered, and continue to focus on love if you want love, work if you want to work, right? Like, just focus on the things that are going to make you happy. Don't let what the world says is going to make you happy. Don't let that dictate what you put your focus on. Don't feel like you're running out of time. This is your life and your reality, and you deserve to live it as such and without the constraints of the world around you. So Aries, this was your reading.